This is 11-3, dividing polynomials. It could also be called factoring. When you are doing a multiplication, it's called factor. A factor times a factor gives you a product. So it's basically the opposite of multiply is divide. So it's also called factoring because you're looking for this other factor. So you have a product and you're dividing by a factor. There are exponent rules. I believe you've already covered them once. We're going to cover them again. The rules are on the formula chart, and you have access to the formula chart. I'm going to do it by scratching out in case you don't know the rules, and I'm also going to do it by rules. So going back to math, if you had 3 over 3, you could cross it out because 3 divided by 3 is 1. We're still going to do that. So if x to the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, x to the 3rd, cross them all out, you're left with 2 of them, which is x squared, and that's your answer. And they were in the numerator, so they stay in the numerator. This is also the rule a to the m over a to the n equals a to the m minus n, which says like bases subtract exponents. So if you knew the rule, it's 5 minus 3 with a base of x. 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, long ways, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These go away. There's 4 of them in the bottom. If there's nothing in the top, you put it as a 1, 1 over x to the 4th. If you subtract, you get x squared over x to the 6th. 2 minus 6 is x to the negative 4. You're never allowed to have a negative exponent. A negative exponent says change the location. This is in the numerator, so it must go to the denominator. Either way, to me, there's too many things in this. So what is the rules? Like bases, subtract exponents. Okay, 10 to the 5th over 10 to the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cross them out. There's 2 of them down here, so it's 1 over 10 to the 2nd, which is 1 over 100. If you had this, it would be 5 minus 7, which is negative 2, 1 over 10, which is 10 to the negative 2, which becomes 10 to the 5 minus 7 equals 10 to the negative 2, which is 1 over 10 to the 2, which is 1 over 100. Same way. 12 divided by 4 is 3. There's 6 up here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 3 here. They go away. There's 3 up top, so 10 to the 3rd. That's 3 times 1,000. That's 3,000. And that would be your final answer. 9/12 is simplified to 3/4. There's 4 up top. There's 1 at bottom. One of those is going to take one of these. Y to the 3rd. So the y is up top with the 3/4. So it could be written as 3/4 y cubed, and this is where it's really super important that you show me that y is up top. So that's when you would do that. Same thing when we were doing exponents earlier. Negative divided by a positive is a negative. 7 over 28 simplifies to 1/4. There's 2 up top, 1 disappears, but the 1 stays up. There's 3 of them here. There's one of them goes away, b squared, and c stays on the bottom. You have to very clearly state where everything is. There cannot be any guessing on my part where your a's and b's are. So make sure that c stays in the bottom. Something raised to a power means copy. So that's 3 to the 4th s to the 4th over 3s to the 4th. They go away. This is like a distributive property. 3 to the 4th and 3 gives you 3 to the 3rd. And 3 times 3 times 3, 9 times 3 is 27. Make sure you distribute to the sign, to here and to here. 7 negatives remains a negative. A to the 7th, b to the 7th, over negative a to the 6th. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. All except 1a disappears, and b to the 7th, and that is your answer. Then I'll do page 2.